I hit it at probably like 11 or 12. That's when I got sent down to juvenile. Got put into a cell by myself, not with the other boys. It just feel like that you're locked up in a cage. It's cold too, you know, and you get more like when you wanna feel like that you wanna go on the outside. It's just make you feel no good, you know, miss, like looking at four walls, and then that's when you think to yourself, like you think, what the hell I'm getting locked up? What the hell I'm like got on you?
Queensland has the highest rates of children in youth detention. We can't reveal their names or show their faces, but throughout this report you'll hear from young people who have spent time in detention. Jackson says he was 10 years old when he was arrested for being in a stolen car.
When you're small, you know, miss, you got nothing to do, and you go follow the wrong boys, and the boys tell you to do that. Couple of big boys, cousin brothers and nephews. Now I got into the house and found the door open, walked in and grabbed the key off the bench and went back outside, jumped in, started on, and just went. My big brothers was driving in the car, and a couple of other boys was in the passenger seat. Well, I said the driver, and I said two fellas in the passenger, and probably like 6 or 7 of us was at the back of the car. The next day when I got up from sleep, I found coppers right in front of my face, looking down at me, and just grabbed at me, and then put me at the back of the paddy wagon and took me straight up to the watch house. I was like 10.
Jackson says by the time he was 11, he had regular contact with police.
48 charges miss I had. Breaking in, stealing cars.
He received a 3-month sentence and was taken over 900 kilometres to the Cleveland Youth Detention Centre in far north Queensland.
I wanted to go back home to my mom and dad and stayed home, you know. When I went in there, I was only short. And when I got out, like, because my mom, when you first go in, you'll probably have your bunk there. And then, like, on your head side, it's got your bathroom and your toilet there. And the cameras is faced right at the toilet and bathroom at the same time. Now, you'll only spend probably like half an hour out. And then you go back into your cell, probably 2-3 hours again.
Jackson says the experience scared him.
Like when I first did my crime, I didn't understand like what the judge was saying, and that's when he told me to not come back again. Like he told me, I don't want to see your face again back in here because you might do more longer time.
Jackson has not returned to juvenile detention, but for other young people who have been inside, almost 6 out of 10 will return within the first year of release. A few boys we spoke to tell the story of what life was like in juvenile detention.
I was 14, got in trouble. First time at Cleveland. The longest I ever did is probably 5 months, 6 months. Breaking in, mainly. Wasn't really stolen cars. But I get in some now and then.
Yeah, I've been in there 2 birthdays. But I've been in there a couple times, like 3-4 times. I only did like a couple of months each time. Like everything is like a school, like you're cooking that, and you do all the metal work and everything, woodwork and that, and go to the gym too.
It sucks because like we was locked down sometimes days.
There were over 30,000 times where young people were locked in their cells alone for 18 to 24 hours a day. That was just in a 1-year period, according to the most recent data provided by the Queensland Department of Youth Justice. This may or may not have included short breaks.
Yeah, you in one each cell by yourself.
We come out by like 2 at a time, or 3 sometimes. Probably like, I don't know, a couple minutes each, 30 minutes.
When you're in lockdown, are you able to like do school?
Nah, not when we're in lockdown. We just sit down in the room, watch a movie until we get out.
Yeah, when we had enough staff, go to the programs.
You're just missing the family, that's all.
Yeah, a bit of sad days. It makes you think when you're in there too.
There's a grill section at the bottom of the door. It's got small holes in it so you can talk to them, and you can use the intercom from the office as well to talk to them as well. No, there's no human personal interaction with that because there's the barrier there between you.
Until recently, this man worked at the Cleveland Youth Detention Centre. He says the frequent lockdowns interfered with the rehabilitation of young people.
The kids get frustrated from being in their cells. It's a perfectly natural reaction for the kids to get frustrated. And then, as a way of a relief, some kids will start damaging their cells.
Judges have called these lockdowns solitary confinement. The Queensland Department of Youth Justice doesn't agree with this term. It calls them separations. Whatever words are used, judges say it's cruel, inappropriate, and has no rehabilitative effect. The Department of Youth Justice told us children are locked in their cells for safety reasons or staff shortages, which it's working to improve. Jackson says he wants to see more diversionary programs.
Like set them up with programs and stuff to keep them out of the trouble.
So other kids will be less likely than he was to see the inside of a cell.
Like, I feel bad for us, for the Indigenous kid popping up on news, stealing cars every day. I tried to stop now, I keep trying, and then I stopped. Sometimes kids, they just can't help themselves. Crimes never stops for them. They got no supporters.